Hey there, you want to see some monster titties?
That man and his merch.
Hello and welcome to That Man. That is my merchandise, and today I'm taking another look at Interspecies Reviewers because there's 2 volumes out and there's an anime coming and I'm riding the hype. So if you do like this kind of stuff, please leave a like, please consider subscribing, and we'll have a look at this unique title.
Monster girls have been a thing for some time now, and I can't understand why people love these things. I think it's the excellent plot that these series give us. You know, that award-winning plot that we absolutely love and just can't get enough of that plot.
And this is where Interspecies Reviewers comes in. Have you ever wondered which one is better? A succubus or a mushroom? A minotaur or a fairy? A slime girl or a dragon newt? A girl or a harpy? This series answers all of them questions in the form of reviewing sex. Misty the mermaid taught me things I'd never seen before, and she was such an adorable person with a really cute voice, a really cute face, and she just taught me things I never thought were even possible and were probably illegal in most states. However, too much water. 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's definitely one of those series that you look at and you're just kind of like, that's not going to work at all. But honestly, Interspecies Reviewers really does. It's kind of serious about the whole thing, but it also has that rather tongue-in-cheek way of doing things. Now, it isn't absolute pure ecchi, because of course it has to be with things like this. And this. And it's talking about the sex industry. Of course it's going to be stuff for adults. What kind of thing do you think manga is? For children? No way. It tells the story of a few good friends who have an argument. The argument stems from the fact that the male human protagonist had sex with an elf who was 500 years old. She looks like this. And his friend, an elf, is just like, no, she's old enough to be my mom. She's like 500 years old, she's too old. And then he's revealed to have had sex with an old human woman. And it all kind of stems from there in a whole argument. So what they do is they have this argument kind of thing, and they just say, well, you know what, we'll get a few friends around, we'll each try them, and we'll each rank each of these succubus brothels. The whole idea behind the succubus brothels is that, well, succubus just needed a way to ply their trade in order to sustain their life force. So, much like in Konosuba, they have the whole of the succubus brothel kind of thing. Yeah, and as the years have passed, other monster girls have decided to ply their trade and sell themselves. They don't really have any kind of thing against it, and it's all kind of just skirted over and just like, yeah, well, everyone's doing it, so it's kind of okay. And that's the way I kind of like the way they kind of portrayed this. While it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, this was their choice, they'd chosen to do this, we don't really see any kind of reason as why they were forced into this. But they're kind of saying, well, for some of them it's genuinely just a way to make money. This is a way for monsters to coexist with the humans. And we do see that the monsters manage to get the upper hand on the humans pretty much all of the time. And this series basically has a few one-off stories about just different monster girls, the different monster girls of the week. The 3 main characters, we've got a human, we've got an elf, and we've got an angel who is has both male and female, and honestly they are probably the most interesting one when it comes to it, because they are the kind of the most unique response for it, because they're an angel, they're supposed to be pure, but they're in the sex industry now. They're part of it, they're enabling it. And it's interesting how they kind of have this whole thing where it's just like, oh well, this is how this creature ranked, and this is how good they are. But it's like, oh well, we had problems with this because this didn't fit and stuff like that. And I really like the interest in the well thought out way they done all of this. The artwork is actually really nice, and it's something that you would expect from an ecchi title that is basically borderline on hentai. You don't see anything downstairs, so it's not hentai, but it's certainly something that'll come wrapped when you purchase it, and you have those dodgy looks and you're just like, it's not that, there's a free card inside. There is no free card inside. That could be a cool thing though. You could have a free card, you could put cards in, you could make it into a card game and just have the stats. Like Top Trumps. Monster Girl Top Trumps. No, we will not do that. Yet. And this is the thing I kind of like about Interspecies Reviewers. It's one of those series where, again, I've spoke about it time and time again. As soon as you look at it, it's going to put you off. I mean, look at the back of it. That's going to put people off. Really, it really is. And people who aren't going to like that aren't going to read it. And that's how it should be. At the end of the day, there's plenty of stuff that I personally wouldn't read, which I kind of looked at and was like, that's not for me, I'm not going to check it out, but it's well within your right to enjoy that kind of sort of stuff. And there's other stuff where I've picked it up and I've read it and I'm getting so far and say, I'm not enjoying this isn't for me, I'm going to put it away. So that's how people should be working when it comes to this kind of stuff. If you don't like it, there's no reason that you need to check this one out. It's not going to be for everybody, and yeah, it's got a lot of content that you're really going to be, it's going to be really objectionable when it comes to it. But if you like ecchi, you're probably going to enjoy it, especially if you like this whole Monster Girl craze that's been going on for the past few years. And I really felt that I needed to discuss this one more because it is a fun series. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to just be, oh, it's just about sex, but it's like, there's a lot of pure heart in it, and there's a lot of nice ways of how they've developed this world around the Monster Girls. And while it is about sex, they don't simply just exist for that. There's a lot of fun little quirks, and you do get to learn a lot of things about the kind of the whole racism, the difference between classes, which seems to be a common theme in Monster Girl series these days. But if you're wanting a fun, ecchi title, I would definitely recommend Interspecies Reviewers. That anime is coming out next year, and I believe there's also a light novel, and you know, light novels seem to be my jam, so I'm gonna have to read it. And if you just want another fun Monster Girl series, I would definitely recommend checking this one out, and you'll probably have quite a bit of fun with it. That's my choice, but you let me know in the comments what you think of it. Let me know what your favourite Monster Girl is, or your favourite Monster Girl type is, and we'll have fun with that. I don't know, I was just like, it's not going to turn into anything. And if you did like this kind of stuff, please leave a like, please consider subscribing. We've got plenty more ecchi stuff, plenty more Monster Girl stuff waiting to become, and enjoy your Halloween. Boobs. It's not Halloween anymore, is it? Oh well, thanks for coming and thanks again for staying. Goodbye.